We've heard that my opponent wants to abolish the SATs based on the fact that they are biased in some way, or that they don't take into account socioeconomic positions. But there is I haven't heard anything about what he intends to take the place of the SATs or to make college admissions workable. And so, first I would like to prove that the abolishing of SATs would not lead to more underprivileged students attending college. Booker Peak, again from the Oberlin Review, has said that however tough the SAT is, it is far more objective than one admissions officer listening to an underprivileged student speak. The officer may be biased against the student in general, biased against the sound of his or her voice, biased against the things the applicant talks about, biased against his or her dress, etc. It would be nearly impossible to fathom just why the officer gave him or her a low rating. Now, when a student gets a bad grade on the SAT, it is usually because he or she did not know the meaning of, say, abundant, or did not know how many inches are in a foot and a half. Knowing this, the student can work out how to work harder and do better next time, whereas you wouldn't have the same chance with a biased interviewer. I would also like to prove that that schools that do not make the SAT mandatory have the same or better, have the same or worse mixture of diversity as the schools that make it mandatory. So there's a school called Bowdoin University, or Bowdoin College. It's in Maine, I believe, and it's one of the most prestigious liberal arts colleges in America. Their diversity numbers are they have 69% Caucasians, Asian Americans are 12%, African Americans 6%, Hispanic 7%, and Native American 1%. For the same statistics for Harvard University, which makes SAT score submission mandatory, they either meet or exceed every single one of those categories, having 52% Caucasians as opposed to the 69 of the school that does not. I would also like to point out that there's been no discussion of the workability of abolishing the SATs, and I would like to say that it's not feasible for a large university to base admissions solely on unique personal merit. Mary Beth Marklin, contributor for USA Today, says that reliance on test scores is inevitable at large public universities that must sort through thousands of applicants. According to Barmak Nasirian, spokesman for the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, one of the dirty little secrets in our business is that doing admissions right is very expensive. We all want to be judged on the kind of attention that human beings deserve, but application volumes are such that we generally have to settle for a kind of rough justice. Again, according to John Cloud from the Times, the head of admissions, Richard Steele at Bowdoin, the school that does not require SAT submissions, which is the top tier college that I spoke of before, they made SAT submissions optional in 1969, and he has mixed feelings about other schools eliminating SAT requirements. I'm not one who would recommend this for everyone, he says, noting that Bowdoin is now highly encouraging one group of growing hard-to-evaluate applicants, homeschoolers, to submit their SATs. It works for us because we're only dealing with 5,000 applicants versus 20,000 at the big schools. Again, according to Mary Beth Marklin for USA, Bruce Walker, Director of Admissions at University of Texas at Austin, says, "No one takes pleasure in disappointing young students with their big dreams. But there's no realistic alternative, at least for now," he says. If you have tests if you didn't have tests, what would you use? The only way to stop the frenzy is to stop testing. Then you create frenzies about everything else.